Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a long overdue Black Friday haul. I'm gonna preface this by saying I still don't have all of my orders in, but I am fed up with waiting. I got most of my orders in, so I decided to show you things. You already saw some of the things that I got, especially my Italian orders, in a previous Get Ready With Me using new things. So today we're not doing that. We are actually just looking at the products that I bought and talking a little bit about this month of purchases, this Black Friday. Let's get started with a purchase that was not Black Friday related actually. So that kind of defeats the point, but it did arrive after my last haul, so I wanted to keep it and show it to you anyways. We already did a video on this, and it is the Colourpop and Raw Beauty Kristi collaboration. I bought the palette, and I am still absolutely in love with it. I talked about it in my top 10 giftable palettes. I think it's amazing. I love this palette. I've used it as a companion to my more glittery singles that I'll show you in a moment, and the mattes are all great. I really love this, the tone of this berry right here. That for me, you know, purple's not so much. This is a perfect berry tone for me. So really happy with this one. It was not a Black Friday purchase, but then in December when there was the restock, I tried to go and purchase the two eyeliners that I wanted, the green and the red, but unfortunately they sold out within the first 3 minutes or so. I couldn't even get them in my cart or something, or I got them in a cart and then they were sold out. But the palette, amazing purchase for the month of November, I guess, end of November. Then I mentioned some singles I made during Black Friday, another Glamshop order. Now I had shown you on Instagram already a previous Glamshop order, and these are, I just found out that Glamshop does a 50% off sale with Black Friday, so my friend Jessica and I made another list, made another order, and here they are. I bought a few more, and they're the ones in this lower line. I got another matte, and I was very interested in this shade of green. It's a nice acid green. It really reminded me of the one in the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette, and I thought, well, might be a good way to try it. And then I have a few of their Turbo Glow. I mentioned in my Instagram review that the Turbo Glow are their super nice fancy formula, and they are absolutely amazing. You have to check that they're not the pressed glitters, because this guy right here that I bought in my first order is a pressed glitter, but the rest is mica based, so that's amazing. Let me make a few swatches for you. One thing that I wanted to mention is I also bought one of their new holographic eyeshadows, and again I showed this to you on Instagram already, so you can go check that out. I have a highlight with all the swatches from Glamshop, but you can see it's a nude base with a holographic shimmer in it. The holographic shimmer is a microplastic. It's acrylate polymers, and so from the environmental point of view it's still plastic glitter, but this is not gritty on the eyes. You don't feel it. It feels like a cream. I actually tried to move it from my finger, but I can't. It feels super creamy and it doesn't bother me. I try not to use plastic glitters because I noticed that the next day my eyes are irritated from it, because some particles while removing will always end up in my eyes, or if I apply the glitter in my inner corner, and I see that my eyes don't love it. So I try to minimize that, but when I use these I don't have the problem. So that is one of their 4 new holographic eyeshadows, and I got the nude one. There's a blue, a purple, and a more rosy toned, I believe. Then I got the shade Unikat, which is a beautiful duochrome, and it's more of a topper shade, but you can see how beautiful that is. These are quite creamy, and I don't know, I love it. It's got like a light rosy transparent base with this beautiful sheen on top. Then I got the shade Asteroid, which is this guy right here. Also multi-chrome, no, not multi-chrome, but dual-chrome, but this is a more chunky pigment. And you can see the difference is quite big. This has quite a bit of fallout. This is a more chunky particle size, let's say. And finally Steryd, which was the one with the weirdest formula because it really feels like a cream, but it's the most beautiful thing ever. It's like so gorgeous. It's like a more brown nude undertone with like pink and green and blue shifts. It's beautiful. The shine is amazing. These ones, I can't stop recommending them. Now that I got my orders, I will be doing a swatch party with these as I promised, because I have quite a few from them. I also made a second order buying the green palette, and this is all Marte's makeup fault. She also got the green palette, and it's just so beautiful. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. And it's this. It's a 9-pan palette with green eyeshadows, and I was just amazed by these textures of the shimmers. I have to say that the mattes of the brand don't blow me away. I mean, I don't dislike them. Today I only used the dark green in here, this guy, to do the whole blending, the whole shading. So it works well, but it's not my favorite formula, let's say. So these are two of the shimmers, and they're just amazing, super glittery, and it seems like these are all mica based. I didn't see any plastic in the ingredient list, and there's, what is it, 4 mattes and 5 shimmers, different types of greens, all quite nice and saturated. I'm wearing this one in my inner half of the lid, this one in the outer and center of the lid, and this one is my blending shade, and then I have a more neutral brown in the crease as transition. But I'm super happy. This one was, I think, came down to 15 euros or so. It's beautiful. The effect of these eyeshadows, I mean, look at that. So gorgeous, but we'll talk about them in depth in a dedicated video soon. I made a Paula's Choice order because for Black Friday they had 20% off, and the reason why is that I purchased some presents for my mom and my aunt, and I decided to buy myself also a refill of my pore reducing toner with niacinamide. I like this toner, and I thought with 20% off it made sense, and I would reach free shipping, which is always what you want, don't you? So yeah, I bought some presents, and I got myself toner from Paula's Choice. In a similar idea of buying presents and then buying presents for myself, I actually needed a new eye cream. My CeraVe one that I'm using is ending, and I decided to try this time the Ginseng by Origins. I have a mini travel size of this that I used this summer, I think, yeah, and I really enjoyed it. So I thought I'd buy the full size. What I'm not happy about is the pot, but let's see how I deal with it. To reach free shipping, I also bought my favorite mask from them, which is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask with Avocado. I love this mask. I went through a deluxe sample size a few years ago, and I said, oh, I'll repurchase it. I already have a hydrating mask from Paula's Choice that I'm going through, but once that is finished, then I can start on this one. I love this one. And as a gift with purchase, there was a travel size of the Ginseng SPF 40 tinted moisturizer, which, as you know, is my favorite tinted moisturizers. I go through at least one of these every summer, of the big one. So I have a big one, and once that is finished, I can go through the mini instead of buying a new one. I love that, and the small size is perfect to take on holiday, if we're going on holiday in 2021. I still hope so. We will see. I also made an order on Zalando for makeup, for nail polish actually, and I bought my first Expressi nail polishes. This is a like spin-off of Essie, of course. It's still an Essie Expressi formula. They're smaller bottles, but taller. I think they're the same amount of milliliters inside. They have a new type of brush that is slightly slanted, so it's easier to use, and a new formula that is faster drying. I've used these once. I did a Skittle Money, I think I showed you on Instagram, but I love the colors, these are so me. And I'm actually super excited for this one, which is called Busy Beeline, which is a very, very pale yellow. And I love this type of shades, and I'm very happy. This is much less acidic yellow than, for example, what else do I have? I have two others, that is, one is more acid yellow, one is more acid green. This one is more of a cream yellow, but I'm really excited. These are so me. These are so me. Maybe you would like to know the shade names. This one is Cold Brew Crew. This is a mid-tone brown. The green is Precious Cargo. Precious Cargo. And that's in military khaki green. And then the mustard is called Don't Hate Curate. And this is just a mustard yellow. Love these shades. I tried them once so far because I put them in my haul basket, then I forget. And also because I'm going a bit more festive and like wintry with my colors, and those are more fall colors. But I'll pick them back up, I'm sure. Especially this one is like a perfect summer shade for me. Then I made this big Italian order that you saw a few pieces of in my Get Ready With Me, but let's go through the things that I bought. I bought the Radiance Cleansing Balm by Jada Cosmetics. This is an Italian organic brand, and they made a new makeup remover, cleansing balm. And I'm almost out of my the Body Shop one, and I don't have backups. And the Body Shop did like quite a bad Black Friday sale, or like usually they do better. And this year I thought, well, since that's not particularly convenient, I'll wait. And then this one came and it was on sale for 35% on Pinalli, which is an Italian drugstore. And it's double the amount than the one that I normally get from the Body Shop. So I'm very curious. I haven't, no, indeed, it's sealed. I'm gonna leave it sealed until I finish the other one. It's a big tub, but I'm excited because this brand has been on my radar for a long time. They do organic hair care, skincare, and especially their hair care is very well received in Italy. And I really like to try more from the brand, but I don't want to like do an overhaul of my skincare, for example, or hair care without a reason. So I prefer to do it this way, in which I replace pieces. Also, it's a bit harder to get a hold of here in the Netherlands. Only Ecoverde sells it, and they have quite a high markup compared to what you can buy in Italy. And this order of the things that I'm going to show you now, I ordered all shipped to my friend in Italy, and then she shipped in one box to me. And we do this often because I don't have access to Sephora, and sometimes we combine orders and she sends stuff here and then I send it to her. So it's a mutual advantage type of situation, and I always really appreciate her help in sourcing Italian brands for me. Talking about Sephora, I bought the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Mini Lip Wardrobe Set. These are mini lipsticks, and they are in the shades Very Victoria, Pillow Talk, and the Walk of No Shame. I tried them all, and I'm super happy with the colors. Walk of No Shame is much lighter on me than I expected. They're also the smallest thing in the world. Like, this is a MAC lipstick. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Mini. It's really tiny, but I don't mind because I never finish lipsticks. So, and two of these are nudes, which we know I don't use a lot of. So this one is Pillow Talk, which I had tried in person in the shop, and it's a touch too gray for me to actually like call it a holy grail nude, but I'd like to have it. And then Very Victoria is a lighter nude, but it's more undertone wise, more my thing. And I've been practicing using a darker lip color, a darker lip liner, and then a light lipstick on top to see if I can wear lighter nudes, and practicing. We talked about it recently in an Instagram post as well, because I was a bit not particularly excited about how it looked, but some of you said you liked it, so I'm glad about that, I guess. And I like the idea of trying Charlotte Tilbury's formula and in these 3 minis. I think it's a bit of an expensive set. I bought it at 20% off at Sephora Italy, and that was okay, but I think otherwise it retails for like 30 euros or so, which feels like a little bit too much. Next up, Julia and I split the Fenty Glow trio, and she got the gloss and I got the cream bronzer and the Diamond Bomb highlighter. That one you saw in my declutter. It's still somewhere here. I'm looking to sell it because I tried it on my skin and it's too glittery for me. It looks like wet skin and it's beautiful, and it's I think also good for many different skin tones, but I don't like the glittery effect. I like something a bit more subdued in terms of highlighter. So that one is gone, but I am definitely keeping the cream blush, which is in the shade Fenty Glow, and it's a full size blush. It's a, like cookie brown. It has a sheen. As you can see, it's well loved. And in my previous video, I compared it to Rosé Latte, which I have from her first launch, and you can see the difference. This is Rosé Latte, this one is Fenty Glow. And definitely different, a very neutral, nice nude cheek color. I showed it to you in the Get Ready With Me, so you can take a look at it there. That was all from Sephora, I believe, and then I placed an order from the brand Cleo Makeup. This is an influencer brand from a very famous influencer in Italy, Cleo, and she has quite a bit of product, so I was keen to try. I actually had gifted this exact liquid lipstick to my mom. This is in the shade Chocored, and it's the most beautiful dark warm red ever, and I really like the formula. I've used it a couple of times. It lasts super well under the mask, and I was so impressed. I knew it was good because of reviews, and that's why I gifted it to my mom, and she likes it, and I wanted one for myself. So I bought it, and I'm super happy with it. They had a 20% off sale, I believe. Then I purchased one of their new concealers. This is in the shade 06. I showed it to you in the Get Ready With Me as well. It matches me well. It's slightly darker than NARS Canal that I'm using right now. And I showed you in that video also comparisons to the other concealers that I have in my collection. So far I like it. I don't think it's self-setting. I like it better if I set it with powder, but it seems great so far. And the last bit that I bought from them is one of their tinted lip balms. They're called Cocolove, and I got the shade Antoinette, which I think is named after Cleo's grandma, which is Antoinette, I think. And it's a sheer tinted lip balm, but it's in a very nice Alice shade, like terracotta shade. I'll also swatch Chocored next to it, just so that you can see it. There you go. These are the two lip products right here from Cleo that I bought. Been loving everything, to be honest, that I purchased from them. And the last bit from Italy was a big Nabla order. Nabla had some really good sales, and lots of things were 30% off or 40% off. So I purchased a lot. Let's start with something that I wanted for a while that is not new, and this is the Cupid's Arrow number 1. I have two, which is this guy right here, which is the dark brown, and I wanted the lighter one. And I wanted it to be used as a base, like a simple base for my eyeshadow, or when I want to wear just like something quickly, like a cream eyeshadow. And it can be used as a lipstick as well, so I want to try that out. I haven't tried it yet though. Then I purchased one of their lip liners, which is what I'm wearing today, but I have a gloss, like a tinted gloss on top of it, so it doesn't really help. But I bought Nude number 3 from their new close-up lip shapers, and this is a very warm nude lip liner. It is, as you can see, warmer than the Cupid's Arrow, and it is yeah, quite light for me. So I have to do something with it. Like I can use it with even a darker lip liner on the outside and this one on the inside, or to line an even lighter lipstick, but it's a bit on the light side for me, and it's a bit warmer than I expected. I find not being able to see these nude lip products is so hard for me to choose. I also bought the new glitter palette from Nabla. This is the Ruby Lights glitter palette, and it is gorgeous. It contains 4 glittery shadows, or pressed glitters actually. These are proper glitters, and they have quite a chunky formula. I've used now this one. I'm sure I used this one recently also in my Christmas look. These two were on my Christmas look on Instagram, and the one that I was wearing in my 2020 favorites. But yeah, I don't know, they are quite glittery, so I knew going in that they were glitter, and what I don't love right now is how chunky especially the red is. So it's quite difficult to apply it properly on your eye with a brush or with a finger, because you have quite big particles. But the more purpley one was really, really pretty. So I also know that I like a little bit smaller particle size. Still testing, not this is just my first impressions. Then I had 2 gifts from a friend, and the full size of the Nabla Close-Up foundation that I discussed, that I love. This is the shade L50, that was too dark for her. And then the Dreamy Creamy lip color in Adam's Dream. I love this. This is like the perfect liquid lipstick that doesn't set. It stays creamy and satin. It has a long wear capability. It doesn't, for now I haven't observed it migrating on my lips. I know that's a problem that a lot of people have of these ones moving on their lips, but I haven't had the problem. I would buy more shades. I love this formula. And finally from Nabla, I bought 2 of their new brush kits. The Aquamarine one and the Ruby one. These were the pochettes, the bags that they came in. And I just want to make a note. This was the amount of plastic that came with it. This is full. Every single brush was individually wrapped in plastic, plus it had a little hard plastic brush guard, plus they came inside, all of them inside one bag, inside that bag, and then that bag came into another plastic bag. So much plastic waste, and I kept it to show it to you because I thought it was really remarkable to me how much plastic it came in these sets. That said, the sets are really good. I have them here. I showed them to you in use in my Get Ready With Me. The Aquamarine set has, let me see. I'm gonna try to separate them a little bit. The Aquamarine set is the one with face brushes. So you have what I'm using as a foundation brush, a blush brush, and this slanted fluffy brush. I've tried using this for bronzer, but I noticed that my bronzer goes very low when I use this because it's too fluffy. So I'm gonna try to use it for powder after I wash it again. But these are all synthetic, super soft, amazing quality. These two I'm using daily and they're so good. I love this one, which is the N307 to apply my foundation with. Really good. There's also what I use as a concealer brush. This is the N206, which for my eyes is too big, but it's perfect to blend my concealer. An iteration of their highlighter brush that I preferred this to the original. I discussed this already in the Get Ready With Me. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I prefer the new one. It's more fluffy and it gives you a better diffused and blended look to your highlights. And then a quite useless, to me, dual fiber brush. I tried blending, as you can see, some red eyeshadow with it and I stopped immediately. I don't understand this brush at all. My bad probably, but I don't like it. I don't care for it. A really good detailed brush. This is the N210. I use it a lot for inner corner work. And then a kind of a hybrid blending and packing brush, one of those that you can use very well to apply all over the lid and then blend in the crease and then like a one shadow look. This is the N209. So overall, I really like the set except for this pointless dual fiber one. And then the Ruby set instead comes with a whole lot of eye brushes, and I'm liking them all except for the brow brush. It's too thick for me. I don't like it to use in my brows, but the others are really good. I'm really enjoying the N103, which is kind of similar to their cut creaser that they released a few years ago. Then they have another version, the 205, that is similar to the small blender that they had in the previous in their previous sets. Some more bigger blenders, and then also a sort of a quite a stiff pencil brush, short bristles. This is the 303, and yeah, I'm just really liking them. I have them on the side because I wanted to test them, and I've had them now for a few weeks. I use them a lot and I really like them. I can definitely recommend these, but I like my other Nabla brushes as well, and the quality of them is really, really outstanding. And last but not least of my purchases is from Lethal Cosmetics, and I purchased one of their new eyeshadows that launched at Black Friday with the new collection, which is called Cryptic. I made an order with my friend Mandy. She wanted more. I just wanted one, so I didn't have to pay for shipping, which was nice. And this is the shade. It's supposed to be a duochrome green. Now I'm curious to see because, yeah, it is in the classic Lethal Cosmetics formula, which is quite a sticky metallic, and I want to show you the comparison with the one from the Glamshop, because unfortunately, and this I discussed in my 2019 favorites in retrospect, Lethal Cosmetics does amazing mattes, but they haven't cracked the shimmer formula for me yet. You can see the difference of how much more sparkly and interesting this is, and this is quite smooth and not as shifty or shifty at all. I don't really, yeah, there's a little bit of a gold shift to it on a green base, but yeah, not particularly loving that one, but that was my purchase from Black Friday from Lethal Cosmetics. And I was about to forget, my god, how could I made my first Pat McGrath order, first of 3 this year, which 2 are on the way. I took advantage of their $12 lipstick sale to buy my first, it's not my first lipstick from her, but the first one I buy. This is the most beautiful experience. I don't think I can throw away this packaging. I bought the shade Flash 3, and I showed it to you on Instagram because it arrived separated a little bit, but I managed to save it, as you can see, and it is the most beautiful dark nude on me. It's so perfect. It's the perfect shade for me. I don't know, I love it. I'm so happy with it. The lasting power, I went out for lunch with it and it stayed on. Amazing, so happy with this. I have 2 more orders from her on the go. One is ridiculously big, but you'll see it, and it's all Mariam's fault. Mariam should know. And I have a set of lip glosses that are still coming. Ordered them like same time as this one, or a day later when they did the restock for the lippies, and I still haven't, like the tracking hasn't moved, unfortunately. Yeah, so it is Black Friday, put in tilt everybody's shipping and warehouse situation, so I am patiently waiting on more orders. So this is not all that I purchased from Black Friday, but this is what I have received so far. There is still a Colourpop order, 2 Pat McGrath, Divina Cosmetics, which unfortunately I bought and had to do a pre-order for, Cleo Cosmetics that I purchased at the end of December, so that will not come anyways. And I think that's all. So yeah, it was an expensive month, and I wanted to discuss it a little bit, but we're already so far and it's been taking forever. So actually I will be discussing it all in my low buy finale that will be coming up soon. and reflect a little bit on how this Black Friday went. As you can see, disastrous for my wallet, but I am so happy with everything I purchased, and some things are repurchases for skincare, like good purchases, and some are just things that I wanted to try for a while. So I'm overall ecstatic with all of these things, these new things that I have, but it was a big spending month. Anyways, we'll talk about it in my low buy video coming up soon. I think I ended this video 3 times by now and always forgetting something. I forgot to show you more things. I had ordered, as in my wish list, the Wild deodorant. I was very influenced by Lily Pebbles to buy a natural deodorant. Her and her husband have been liking it and it's been working for them. Unfortunately, I had purchased the black case and it came with the lavender. I still have to text or email customer service, and I purchased two scents, let's say. One is mint fresh and the other one is cotton and sea salt. I like them both. They're actually like quite delicate, and I like them. The idea was for this to be for my husband, to be honest, but it might be that it's just for me. I'm the first one finishing a deodorant, so I might just try it first. And then if I like it and it works on me, then buy another one for my husband. But yeah, I purchased, it was 25% off, I believe, for the 1 case and 3 refills. I said I would buy it, and I did. A few of these things were not in my wish list, as you can imagine. And the other thing that arrived completely unexpected, and I'm very grateful for it, is a package from Paula's Choice with a 2% BHA, and this was PR, and I'm very excited to actually be on Paula's Choice radar. As I told you, I made an order myself and I buy from them constantly, so I'm very excited to have received PR from them. I love this exfoliator. I bought one for myself in October that I'm using now, so now I have a backup. Okay, that was the last product. I hope you're enjoying all the content that I'm putting out. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. We're in the middle of decluttering my collection and rounding up the year with low buys, project pans, favorites, and all of these things coming up. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.